Hello, welcome to Aruba Atmosphere 2017. My name is Tom Hollingsworth and I am a part of Tech Field Day. We are here with a group of invited delegates to take part in a roundtable discussion all about mobility and wireless and some of the exciting things that we've heard here while we're at the conference. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please make sure you check out our website at techfieldday.com. You can also see our YouTube channel at youtube.com/techfieldday. I'd like to take a moment for the panelists and delegates to introduce themselves to the audience at home. Keith, why don't you go ahead and start?
Keith Parsons with Wireless Sound Professionals. I do Wi-Fi. You can find me on Twitter at Keith R. Parsons. My website's wlandpros.com.
Shaun Neal with Brickworks, and you can find me on Twitter at SV_Neal, or my blog, blog.svneal.com.
Sam Clements, social media blogger at sc-wifi.com, where you can find me on Twitter at Samuel_Clements.
Blake Krone, you can find me with no dashes, underscores, or anything crazy like that, because I like to make it easy. BlakeKrone.com and at Blake Krone on Twitter.
Eddie Forero, Communica One. I have a blog at badfi.com, and I'm on Twitter at Hey Eddie.
I'm Joshua Williams, a Wi-Fi practitioner in the middle of the country. You can find me online at 802.me or at 802.me.
I'm Ryan Adzima, at Adzima on Twitter, wireless engineer and blogger.
I'm Drew Lentz with Frontier Consulting. You can find me on Twitter at Wireless Nerd or at wirelessnerd.net.
I'm Shaun from Aruba. I actually have a three-part question that's going to be kind of like a new topic. Oh. We have about 10 minutes. And
Okay.
do it. All right. So what do you guys think about the Airheads community and what we're doing there? That's going to be the first one. And then the second one is going to be, how do you become an insider like you guys and become an influencer on social media, networking, things like that? And what do you guys believe that the networking community as a whole is missing?
I love you. Can I have my free AP now?
Wait, we're getting free APs? Go one at a time.
Actually go one at a time.
Okay, so I tell you what, we're going to start with Drew Lentz and we're going to work our way around the table, and I'd like you to answer Shaun's question.
Question one, the Airhead community is great. What I like about it is it's a great resource for people that are obviously engaged in doing the same types of things. So, no offense to the staff, right? The staff at Aruba is actually one of the better ones. You guys are real easy to work with, but sometimes you want to hear from other people. You want to hear from other people who are having the same problem as you, not necessarily the man telling you what's going on. The information that you can gain out there is really, really topical and really good too. So it's a great resource. How do you become an insider? The way I got up here is I got the opportunity to give a presentation a couple of years ago. And I went out to dinner with these guys afterwards, and Tom told me, start a blog. And I said, nah, I don't really want to do that. He said, start a blog. And I said, nah, no one cares what I have to say. He said, start a blog. So
you started a blog?
400,000 reads later, whatever I'm at right now, I think everybody has a voice, right? And if you think that what you're thinking doesn't matter, you're just as dumb as the rest of us, so it's okay. All of us really, your opinion matters to everyone, whether you think it does or not. So put it out there, and you'll find a great home for it.
Ryan.
Airheads community, I love it. I go on there. I don't always post, but I learn a lot from it when I need to get stuff done. I'll post questions every now and then. I do blog on there. How did I become an insider? I drink and I know things.
That is pretty much it.
Fair enough.
Blogging, podcasting, do whatever you can to get your name out there. And not just your name. A lot of us talk about why we start blogs, and it's a common theme is we start it for ourselves. The common question is, how many times do you go back, Google something, and end up on your own blog? It happens all the time. Do it for yourself. Write something down. You don't have to do anything groundbreaking. I think one of my best blogs ever was how to install VMware tools in an Ubuntu VM. Yeah. It just gets a lot of hits because it's one of those things that nobody knows how to do off the top of their head unless they're in data center, and then they just have a sad life anyway.
That hurts.
Ouch.
And that's about, what was the other one?
Oh, what's it missing?
What's what missing?
Airheads.
Airheads?
No, just the networking community as a whole. What are we?
Wireless is missing more good engineers. We are really lacking on good, knowledgeable engineers. There's just simply not enough. There's so much work out there. There are so many bad networks, and there are so many people that either want to learn, are learning, or have gotten to the point where they're helping develop the protocols, but there's still not enough. So it just needs to get bigger. Spread information as much as you can. Don't let bad networks continue. So,
Josh.
I'll answer the second one first because it informs your first question. So the Wi-Fi community, to me, is great because the people that comprise that community, a lot of them sitting at this table, there are others in the room and in the back of the room that are active participants in it, openly and willingly embrace you getting involved in it from the very beginning. All you have to do, the quickest way to do it is go get yourself a Twitter account if you don't have one. Find these Twitter handles and find some hashtags. Start asking questions and engaging people. Don't just watch, but ask and engage. And there are a lot of people out there who are very willing and open to help get you started. And that's how you become a part of the community. As far as becoming an influencer, I mean, I think that is directly correlated to how much you give to the community is how much you're going to get back out of the community. What I like about Airheads is that you guys seem to have seen what works in the broader Wi-Fi community and said, how do we build that kind of environment around our brand and our product set? And I think that's why it works really well and why people engage in it. It has an organic engagement where people want to participate in it. As far as what we're needed, exactly what Ryan said, we just need more people participating, more people involved.
Eddie.
Airheads community, I can take it or leave it.
That was going to be my answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's an excellent community. I mean, so Airheads, like pretty much any other forum for any other company, starts initially artificially. It's like, we need to start a community. What do? Let's start a forum, right? And then so you can go out there and look at forums and you can see a lot of them that are it's just a lot of people being snarky, a lot of people being angry, people throwing out bad information, stuff like that, right? So initially it always starts, that's just the way it is. That's the nature of it. You make a decision, I'm a company, I need to start a forum. But I think what you guys did is you took it to another level and you actually created a real community. Right. Like you have engagement with the people that are out there. You really promote the users that are offering something to the community. And I think that what wound up happening is it became an organic growth. And so it really became a real community. And so you have people that don't work, and that's the other thing, right? You go there and sure, there are people that, like Clembo, right, who works for Aruba, who is amazing and offers awesome tips and answers to people. But then you have lots of people who don't work for Aruba. They're just people who are just on there and they're just, oh, I want to help this person. So, and the other great thing is, the Aruba engineers don't know everything because they work for Aruba, right? They're just working on these particular things, and maybe they go to a customer site to do something. But when you get another customer, right? He works in his own environment. He works something that an Aruba engineer has never seen because he hasn't been in that specific environment. Now it's something all new and different. So all that to say that I think the community is great, and I think the proof of it is this conference. It's really built up. The Airheads used to be its own thing, and we have the atmosphere and the Airheads kind of come together. But it's really, really great. The second question was like, how do you become an influencer? How do you do something like that? Really, it's just you have to be interested. Right? So, I mean, obviously we wouldn't be doing this if we weren't interested in in wireless. And you also have to be someone who's willing to give information. And that requires a risk, right? You're on Twitter or you start a blog and you put something out there. It's a risk, right? There's always going to be someone who's going to make a snarky comment, who's always going to say, no, you're wrong. But the important thing is to be able to take that kind of feedback and turn it into something positive. So, responding to people on Twitter and on the comments. When you find out something new and cool, don't think, oh, I'm the only one who thinks this is new and cool. Just go ahead and put it out there, because believe me, there are other people who think it's new and cool, even if there's another group that doesn't think, because there's always somebody who knows less than what you do, because you're learning, you're progressing. So that's the other thing. And then how to get into...
Go ahead and wrap this thought up, and then I need to get to the remaining
Okay.
guys because we're almost out of time here.
All right, and then that's it.
Thank you for your Oscar speech. So yes, that's the joy of being on this side of the table, is you guys have said it all. So no, I think, from mine, I'll keep it short and sweet. Really, the reason why I'm here is because I told Shaun, hey, look, you need to get this off of my daughter's birthday, and somehow you made it happen. So every year since then, I've been able to be here. Look, being part of the community is huge, and it's extremely important. These are my competitors. Every day, these are my competitors. But we are bros first. No, seriously, it is. They are my lifeline, and regardless of whether or not we compete, there's plenty of work out there for us. Like Ryan said, there's a short of engineers, and quite frankly, I'm getting tired of seeing these same faces. So all you start blogging and start getting involved so that we can get fresh faces up here. Everybody has an opinion, and they're all great. Usually.
Poor Keith is just going to be able to say, yeah, what they said. Airheads, Airheads is terrible. It's all, no, I'm kidding. I think any vendor-driven support community is outstanding, and I certainly think that Airheads is head and shoulders above the rest. I think that that what you guys have done from a support perspective is just absolutely outstanding. How do you get where you're at? Like everybody else says, you have to be engaging. But I think more important than being engaging, you have to be able to change your opinion once you've learned. Never stop learning, right? You have to be able to engage with folks, offer an opinion, and if you're not stuck in the it depends mode, and somebody has something that's really compelling, you have to be able to say, that's a compelling way to look at it. I think that yeah, this is 100% correct. And then what's lacking, I think, in the industry, what's lacking is there needs to be more people who don't want their jobs. And by saying that, I mean that the organization that I work for, in my role in particular, I'm always looking to hire my replacement, which is I'm always looking to grow, and I'm always looking for passionate individuals who can step into my shoes. And I've done that through multiple iterations throughout my career, which is you have to be on the lookout for organizations that are going to incentivize you and want you to grow to replace the person that you're hiring with, for example. Get into an environment where they foster growing and learning and education. Whether that be at a manufacturer, at a vendor, or at a manufacturer, vendor, VAR, or an enterprise environment. Get into an environment that encourages learning and don't stop.
Yeah. A bunch of other stuff. On the one thing, I guess the first part, the one thing that I didn't hear mentioned yet, there's also the local versions of Atmosphere Local, right? I think those are pretty cool, and it helps tighten up the community there. I got involved kind of with the way some of these guys just started blogging, right? And taking opportunities to speak, right? I sort of got involved, and it's just kind of grown and trying to invest in the community, and I am getting something in return. For what's missing, for me, I think as we see how fast this technology is growing in breadth, the tools to encourage more people to come out and realize it may not even just be Wi-Fi, it's the app development pieces, but you still have to understand location and some of this other stuff. So continuing to have ways to kind of embrace the breadth of where wireless and mobility is going, right? There's a lot of gaps out there in education still.
Keith.
Airheads is great. If you want to be involved, be in the arena. You're not on the sidelines. Get engaged, and no one's going to get on your case. Just do it. And what we need is more knowledge, more training, more education, and more people who want to engage and get involved.
And I just want to say that each and every one of the people who are on stage have said the exact right thing. They're all sitting in the seats that they're sitting in because they went out, they shared the knowledge that they have, they put their face out there to get beat up by people who say you're wrong, you don't know what you're talking about, I can't believe you even posted this, and they didn't quit. They didn't say, I'm done with this blogging thing, I hate Twitter, I'm going to crawl in a hole somewhere. And because they got noticed, and because their peers said, this is the kind of person that I want to learn from, More people started learning from them. And then they got noticed. Someone said, hey, what are you doing the last week of February? What does your schedule look like? You want to go to Nashville? And that's why they're sitting there. And you right there, probably doing this right now, you're what's missing. Because they're right. There aren't enough faces up here. If I had 50 chairs, it wouldn't be enough. If I had 100 chairs, it wouldn't be enough. Because everyone has a voice. Everyone knows something that they want to share. And everyone should share it. So what you should do right now is pause this video, go create a Twitter handle if you don't have one, go create a blog if you don't have one, and go write something and tell the world about it. Tell each of these 8 people about it. You can find their Twitter handles on our event page. Tell them you wrote something, and they'll share it. And when they share it, I'll share it. And when you get shared across the world, you're going to want more of it. And when you want more of it, that's how you become an insider. So for me, Tom Hollingsworth, for the delegates that we invited here to Tech Field Day at Aruba Atmosphere, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in. You can find more videos like this on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/techfieldday. But for now, we'll see you later.